Saturday morning thoughts. It's AT Malone, the first in my name because the second is already here. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more videos from your boy. Now it is exactly 5 a.m. on the dot, and we are about to enter in our last day of the work week. And I'm tired as hell. Can't even lie to you. I've been working overtime every single week for the last 2 to 3 months, and it's weighing in on me. But the thing that is keeping me going is just determination. It's knowing that I'm making extra money. It's knowing that I'm able to continue to live the lifestyle that I want to live, that my son can live the lifestyle that he lives. So with any endeavor that you are in, whether it's work related, things that you're doing outside of work, something is going to have to be sacrificed. In my situation, it's sleep. It's having to work more. It's putting certain things to the back burner that is not as important as earning money. So you can't be on top of every single thing all the time when there's things that are pulling you as far as your attention towards. So you just have to put things on a scale and weigh it and say, hey, this can wait a little bit, or this has to be the priority. And the priority, of course, as a man is to make money. As a provider is to make money. As a leader in the head of your household, it is to make money. Right now, I don't give a damn about sleep. I will sacrifice sleep. I will have to wake up a couple of hours early instead of sleeping a couple of hours in order to make that money. That is the sole purpose of a man, is to provide, protect, and to provision. And in order to provide, you got to make money. In order to protect, you got to have something to protect, which requires you to use money to have the things. Kids are expensive. This house is expensive. These cars are expensive. So if you are assuming the responsibility of a leader, as a provider, as the head of your household, we just got to do what we have to do. It don't matter how many hours we got to put in, because we have to look at what is the opposite: being broke, relying on the government for EBT, SNAP benefits, begging people for money on TikTok. I'm not ever doing that shit. No, I'd rather roll up my sleeves. I'd rather get my ass to work. I'd rather come up with additional side hustles in order to earn money. But begging people for money, that's never going to happen. You will never see me do that ever in life. I have too much pride within me to ever beg for money. Nah, I'd rather just go out there and go get it. That's just what I'm going to do. But the thing I want to talk about this morning, after I did my little rant about making money, which I love doing, is I had an interesting conversation with my son this week that I did not talk about during my Thursday morning thoughts. And I picked him up from school. I always ask my son, what did he learn? Because I have to get a level of understanding from his perspective of what he's being taught. Yes, I communicate with the teachers on a regular basis, but I like to hear from the horse's mouth. So he was going down his list of subjects that, they're learning about particular things. And then it got to social studies. And he told me the dreaded thing that at least guys like me, black men, dread, which is the slave talk. And I asked him, I said, look, what exactly are you learning from this? And he told me, well, we were in Africa and they brought us over here and we were slaves and we had to do things and we used to get whipped. And I said, that's where I'm gonna stop you, son. What the school is not teaching you is some of us was already over here. Oh, yes, we were. I started getting big. I said, yes. And just to clarify something, it wasn't the white people who sold us first. It was actually our own people. See, that's the thing that we always skip in America. We always skip the fact that our African brothers and sisters sold other Africans to the Jewish people, to the white people. But we always skip that. We always want to blame the European whites and the American whites. We always do that shit. And that could be further from the truth. And this is why we don't have this whole race talk in my household. Because number one, it doesn't matter. Two, we're not victims. Our ancestors, some of our ancestors were victims of it, because not all black people who came over here were slaves. Some of them were slave owners. So we have to always make sure as parents that we correct some of the things that they're being taught, because we know that school, any form of school, is an indoctrination camp. I ain't gonna say any. Private schools, I heard, are actually better than public schools. And of course, if you homeschool, you are in 100% control of what your child is learning. So if your kids are in public schools, you got to monitor the things that they are being taught, because a lot of times you will find that they are being taught incorrectly. They're being indoctrinated with certain information that you do not want your child retaining. But that's also about being an involved parent. We are the ones that are in control of the narrative in our kids' lives. We're in control of what influences them. And if you are allowing outside forces to influence your child, you're a failed parent. You really are. It's a disservice to your child. You're not doing your job as far as a parent. And 9 times out of 10, your child will become a loser because you are not making sure that you're implementing the proper values within them. Okay. My son will never be a fucking liberal. I can tell you that right now. That is not happening. He is being raised with conservative values. He's understanding his role as a boy, turning into a young adult, a man. He understands that he has to be a leader of his own household. He has to understand that he will be the main influence in his household, in his kids' lives. And you got to teach them this stuff early, because the world is changing. There's so many different influencers that are running around giving bad information to people, and kids are impressionable. They are. And we got to make sure that we are giving them the right information to help them. We do not want to turn them into crazy, raging, liberal people. Nah. There's no W's in that. There's no longevity in that. And as a man, if you are okay with your son being a liberal, you are jeopardizing your legacy. I'm going to tell you that right now. Straight up. You are jeopardizing your legacy. So being a conservative is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. And I'd like to say that most men are conservative. They just don't know it. But having those values, especially being from the South, okay? Being from the South, being in the Bible Belt, we know that we have these Christian values. There's nothing wrong with that, because that gives us a blueprint of how we're supposed to conduct ourselves within our household, within society. Do not allow these crazy left people to tell you that you are being, overly conservative, or you have an old school way of thinking. You know what? Maybe I do, but guess what? It works. If you look at history, it actually works. A 2-parent household works. The man being the head of the household in his house, it works. The man being the final say of his household, it works. Or in his relationship, the man does take care of the woman don't take care of the man financially. No, the man is supposed to do that. That's our job. We're supposed to go out there and we're supposed to work. Okay. Our woman is supposed to live a way softer life than we do. We do not have a partnership. No, we don't do 50-50. No, we don't do that. The man leads, the woman follows, and the order of things is always going to be God, man, woman, child. And if you don't like it, tough shit, because that's how we're operating over here. All right. Well, your boy done cooked up enough for about 10 minutes straight off the top of the dome. It's early in the morning. I'm still kind of half asleep and tired from doing my last workout of the week, but we got it done. That's what we do. But I hope everybody has a blessed weekend. I can't wait for this weekend, let alone tonight. We got Saturday night main event, man, WWE. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all later. Peace. Oh yeah, and one more thing. You know I gotta plug in the Revita, y'all. I've been saying it wrong. My bad. It's pronounced Revita, but get your Revita shampoo and conditioner from DS Labs. I will be leaving the link down in the description. If you want some thicker, fuller hair, I'm telling you, this stuff works. Go ahead and grab you some online. It's free shipping, $75 or more. I'll see y'all later. Peace.
People still talking shit behind my back. That's cool, but I'ma just do me. It's all I can do. They say life's a chess game, well, make it move. But I'm ahead of you and I'm plotting my next move. Gon' run your mouth about me, it's all good. But I'ma still keep a positive attitude. But what you should worry about is what I'ma do. Cause right now I'm plotting my next move. Worthy before